be honest, I didn't even notice this till I edited it.
Morning.
Those are doves in a cage. Because why not? It's the flea market. Go figure. Hello and welcome back to the Swap-O-Rama here at the Webster Flea Market. My name's Tom and I will be your guide through this epic conclusion part 3 of the Webster Flea Market. In part 1 we learned about how I picked up a whole bunch of manga books for a really decent price and how I began negotiations on a couple game consoles and games in which today we're going to figure out how much I paid for them. In part 2 we learned all about model railroading and a complete random conversation from an absolute stranger. And today not only am I going to show you how much I purchased everything for and how much profit I can make, but also I've come in contact with the synthesizer, the first item I ever resold on eBay for a really decent profit, and to see how much this seller was going to sell it to me for. Enjoy!
Omnicord.
You know what that is?
Yep, synthesizer.
What is?
How much do you want for your synthesizer?
I'll do 150.
150. Do you know if it works?
The guy I bought it from was in a band and said it works, but he had lost the charger. There's no batteries in it. The chargers online are $14,
Gotcha. All right.
but they're going for like $700-800.
Yeah. Thank you. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Wish I knew how to do it. It's beautiful.
No, it produces fantastic sound, and now with what you have, you can do whatever you want. That's a nice thing. Thank you. Working? $350.
It works. I mean, I know the guy.
Not working? You can get $125 plus shipping.
Yeah, no, it works.
Yeah.
Do you think?
What happens with them if it is not working? Granted, this one is. The circuit board shorts. The batteries were so large that they sent a short into the Omnicords.
No, he always took the batteries out.
Yep. But yeah, you should get upwards of, if not the market, above $300 easy,
So,
all day.
So how come you weren't interested? Just out of
Me?
curiosity.
For me, I'm trying to stick small on what I resell. Like, I've sold that in the past. If I could get it for like way less, I would have taken the time.
Like what?
It wouldn't have been something like that you would have been interested in. Because the first time I ever picked one of those up, I got it for $10. Didn't work. Yeah, I flipped it for $150. Broken.
Yeah.
I tested it. I tried to take the motherboard apart, but that's what I'm saying is that I know like what you can get for it, and the moment you get that buyer, they're gonna get a good deal. No, but thank you though. Huh? Yeah, it'll get it to sell instantly. So this way it'll be like, or if you get the charger with it somehow, but granted batteries in this case would be easier. So then when people press it and they hear it, they'll be like, ooh. That's how you get them. All right, I'll see you. Don't think I would leave without a haul. Now, granted, I didn't realize how large this swap meet was going to be. So my camera at a certain point had enough. It got too hot and it ran out of battery. So I didn't get everything captured, but I wanted to go over what I picked up. The main thing that you saw was I picked up a whole bunch of manga in this tote. What that emptied out to is a ton of different books. They're really relatively clean books, and a good chunk of them are from series like Cage Tora. I have sold manga before, This is the reason I've picked it up. I always look for it. If you can get multiple books in the same series, it'll go for even more, but even some single books out of print, them being rare, they actually go for pretty much good money themselves. So I'm really glad I could pick up all that manga for $30. And a couple fun side notes. Some of these books came within that tote that I only bought for $30. Like I got the Final Fantasy in a hardback, and then I also got that one, and then I got a couple like Yu-Gi-Oh magazines. So we'll see what those go for. I'm not familiar with those as much. I also got this VHS from the same dealer. It was in kind of rough condition. There's a lot of Sharpie on it, and then when I checked it, there was more Sharpie on it. And then I walked away. He goes, "Here, have it." And I go, "Okay." So maybe $10? I don't know. More than likely, I'll probably thrift if it doesn't sell in like 2 months. And then I got this Odyssey perfume. Oddly, it's brand new. Like, it's never been used. And it goes for like $10 plus shipping. So that's a win. I was going for manga, and I walked away with perfume. Who knew? And then I got a monster book of more manga for drawing, and that goes for $10. So it's a nice surprise to find other items in your bin that you didn't intend to buy, but can still bring you a decent profit. The next thing that I would pick up that you did not see is I picked up this Combat Beachbody workout. It also came with the gloves. You just gotta be careful selling Beachbody on eBay, but this one plus the gloves itself, because it's brand new, will go for $50, and I picked that up for $3. The next thing that I picked up that you saw is this CD for $1 from that vendor that had video games. Now originally in that video you saw me walk away from the negotiation because the price was too high. Now the vendor wanted me to pay a higher price, way higher than what I wanted to buy it for. Remember, I'm reselling, I'm not buying to play. Granted, I do love video games, but we couldn't meet at a price, and I kept walking away from a booth, and I turned that into my strategy because he kept dropping his price every time I came back. And towards the end, he was literally packing his car. I had come by, he had said $175 for everything. I said that I still couldn't do that. What about $125? And he turned me away. So I moved on to the next booth, and he followed me and said, "Can you do $130?" And I said, "I sure can." And I picked up the Nintendo Wii, the PlayStation 3, the PlayStation 2, and a whole bunch of games. Alright, it's now time for the moment of truth. In the comments below, how many of you think the PlayStation 3 will have a disc inside of it? And how many of you think the Nintendo Wii will have a disc inside of it? Or how many of you think both will have a disc inside of it? Let me know, comment down below. The moment of truth. We turn on the console. And no disc. So, no disc in the PlayStation 3, but now it's time to turn on the Wii. Oh, I don't know if that's a good sound. We will try though. In 3, 2, 1. No disc in either of them. None of the consoles had discs. No surprises today, but the best surprise of all is making it to this flea market, walking away with excellent manga, consoles, Beachbody workout, a CD that'll make me a decent money, and surprises that came out of that bin full of manga. So, overall, it was a win. To give you a price breakdown of everything that I did pay for, the manga I paid $30 for the whole tote. For the PlayStation 3, PlayStation 2, and Nintendo Wii, and all of these games, the final price, I paid $130. I paid $1 for the CD, and I paid $3 for the Beachbody workout. Overall, I think the manga can make a really decent amount of money. It's all going to be dependent on which ones I have, and I'm going to have to go through all of those. But I know for sure I will definitely make more than I spent on what I bought them for. The PlayStation 2, probably 100 to 120. PlayStation 3, 100 to 150. The Nintendo Wii, with the games and everything that's attached, I could probably get close to $75 to $100. Overall, it was an excellent day at the flea market.
Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed today's episode, please be sure to click that like button. And if you have some extra time, please be sure to check out part 1 and part 2. Thanks!